What's good, you guys? It's Lifestyle from LifeStyleDidIt.com, and in today's video we're going to be going back to these beats again. There were so many submissions, about 200, so I wanted to do a part 2 of listening to your guys' beats. This one is specifically just going to be straight random, so I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to choose one, and then we're going to go from there. I already have one beat randomly selected, and then like I said, we're going to just randomly select them, close my eyes, pick one, we're going to listen to them, give some feedback, hear some cool beats, and just kind of have another video to enjoy watching. Like I said, so many of you guys wanted your beats to be played, and there were so many submissions that I just had to make another video. Let's get into it. All right, so the first beat I got pulled up is by Slaughter Beats.
Slaughter on the beat.
Just start letting the tags announce everybody. Snare rolls are tight. All right, so the beat obviously sounds really good. The only thing I would focus on with that is a little bit of the mixing. It's a little bottom heavy, so especially when those drums come in, they're kind of covered with the bass line, and the other drums before were a little bit as well. So I would cut out a little bit of room in that bass for it to fit more and just kind of focus a little bit on the mix. I don't know if you guys send these to me mixed or not, so I always just kind of give a critique on that if I hear it, but the beat was fire. So let's go to another one. Let me make sure this is open. I have 2 tabs open because there's so many of them. I'm going to switch this one over to like a different page, and then I'll have this one here. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to this page, close my eyes, and select one. All right, so this one is by Ashuka. The beat's called Issues. Let's hear it. That artwork and that text is really nice. Drums are beautiful too. Mix is crazy too. That beat was easily a really good beat. The mix was really good. Nothing I really have to say about that beat. I really did enjoy the mix. Those drums were really punching and left a lot of room for everything else. It was just a very nice open track. There was still some room for other parts to be added, maybe a vocal if you wanted to. It was just a really good beat overall. So I'm gonna go back to this page and boom. Let's see what we got. Nemesis on the track.
On the track.
Reminds me of like some old Future, especially the harp that's going. Sounds dope. I think the 808's a tiny bit too loud. This is definitely something that could be played after big rings. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, these are fire. You guys are sending some crazy beats. I swear, like every time we do one of these, we get the craziest beats on here. All right, let me go to another page. So let's go to maybe the first page. I'm gonna close my eyes, randomly choose a beat. I already know that every beat this sends gonna be fire, and that's a New Jersey school district teacher fired. All right, definitely some spam. Let's go to the next one. All right, we got one by Unlucky. I feel like the drums on this are gonna be crazy. Ooh, that switch up is nice. Okay, this is not what I was expecting, not in a bad way, but this beat is just building up, leveling up more and more. Okay, so I think everything was good, especially the build-up, but the drop was just a little bit weird because like the bass line, the 808 that you had going down there, wasn't doing too much. It was kind of just like a rumble under there. I think the bass and 808, whatever you use for it, was very low, and I think it could have been, you know, switched around a little bit and structured differently, a few different notes and whatnot to make it sound a little bit higher in register and a little bit more, you know, playing along with the melody is really what I'm trying to say. You know, it was just kind of like too deep and it didn't do too much, but the whole buildup of the beat was crazy. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me close my eyes and bam, we got Ace. All right, this beat is really loud. Let's turn this down. I really like that lead in that vocal. It reminds me of like some Linkin Park stuff. As far as the bass line, again, it's a little everywhere as far as frequencies. It's kind of mixing, it's kind of mixing with the whole beat and covering it. And I think one of the notes is out of tune. It is very low, so I can't really hear it because it's kind of muddy. But I believe that first note or the second note was out. As far as the mix, definitely focus on the low end and make sure to just tighten up the low end a lot, because when you have a wobbly low end, it will take over and will blanket the whole track. But the beat and the melody were really nice. Like I said, it reminded me of some like Linkin Park. All right, let's go through here and choose one. All right, this is by this. I'm telling you guys, I butcher all of your names. I'm sorry. I believe it's just this. THS. Let's see. Hopefully he has a tag that tells us.
THS.
Oh, it's just THS. Oh, it's going to be loud. Sounds like a Meek Mill intro. Ooh, that 808 effect was fire. I love that part. That is so clean. Hey. I've never heard someone do that exact like delay with an 808. It perfectly would go from left to right and just fade out to the right side very nicely. Very good ping pong delay. I think you timed it perfectly and you had the perfect amount of feedback for it when it would bounce around. That was definitely an interesting beat in a very good way. You did a lot with those 808s and those drums. I love when people do stuff like that with beats. Something I kind of suck at. So I definitely appreciate those style of beats. That was fire. All right, let's go with another one. Do. All right, we got Indigo Beats. I hate when I hear the tag and I said it wrong. Let's see. Okay, I think I said it right. Ninth grade astronomy. All right, so there's a few things that are out of key. I would definitely just try to make sure that everything you're putting is in key. There's a lot of tricks you could do. You could use scale highlighting. You could take the first notes of your melody and plug it in on Google to Key Signature Finder and find out what key signature you're in, so you can use all of those and it'll keep things in key. Just make sure that all the stuff you're putting in your beats is in key, because for the most part, anything that's going to be outside the key is probably not going to sound too good, especially when it's another harmony you're adding and it's just too many notes that aren't in key. It kind of gets a little hard to listen to. All right, let's go to the next one. And Robert. See what you got, Robert. Sounds emotional. That 808 really fills out that low end. I like that open hi-hat too. This sounds like it'd be in a video game when you're racing. You know what I'm saying? When you're like playing a mission and I don't know, you're driving on the freeway in the day, maybe the nighttime, and you're just cruising. That'd be a dope like video game placement beat. All right, let me go to what page were we on over here? All right, so now we're on another random page. And boom. This one's by HVLLI. Maybe that's an A, Holly. I know a lot of people use V's as A's. I get confused, man. Yep, I know it, Holly. All right, so I think the simplicity of the beat is really nice, especially with the horns. But I think that the mix needs to stand out a lot more when you're doing super simple beats like this. Excuse me, I keep burping. When you're doing very simple beats like this, the mix has to hold a lot. So definitely the low end's hitting, but I think the horns are kind of clashing a bit in the lower mid range. So I would kind of clean that up and maybe make the horns a little bit brighter so they're kind of stabbing harder. And then your 808 just completely fills out that low end and your drums can just come through and knock. And it'll really just kind of change it so that it sounds very aggressive. And then you don't pay attention that it's like a light beat as far as melodies and drums. It just has a great mix and you just want to, get on there and just flow over it. All right, let's get to the next one. Let me see where we're at. Let's just, all right, this page will stay on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this one's by Stefan. This visual is nice. Ooh. Hey. Another one with the Panda 808s. The breakdowns of the beat are perfect. That beat was fire. Let's go to the next one. I'm loving these Panda 808s. I'm gonna start doing it. All right, let me close my eyes and bam. All right, this one's by Evan. All right, starts up with a bass. All right, this one's definitely creative, but I feel like there's too much going on at one time. There's too many melodies playing. You have the guitar going, the piano, then you have like another piano and some strings, and I think they're all playing stuff that is completely different fully, so they don't really sync in together, and it kind of just sounds mushed. Not to say that they were bad, I just think that there was just too many people, if we can put it into people, too many people playing different parts that weren't like containing any of the same parts, at least a little bit. So I would definitely, and a little bit too advanced for each part. Like if you have like a guitarist playing solos, the other one's probably just doing chords, or he's just doing like an open strum, and then the other one's doing a solo. So I think it was just too many advanced things going on at once, so it kind of sounded cluttered. All right, let's go back over here. Let's go to this middle page. And this. Tobias. Bet you I said his name wrong. We're about to find out. Oh. Fire. Hits hard too. Hey, that goes. That vocal fits nice too. This beat's crazy. I messed his name up and then he hit me with the fire beat. The kick hits so hard. Oh yeah, this beat's crazy. You guys send some of the craziest beats for these streams and these videos. Like, I swear, it's amazing how good you guys are at making beats. And the creativity, they're all really different. Like, I didn't hear one beat that sounded the same, and we'll get different styles, different vibes. It's honestly amazing how many of you guys can make different styles of beats and really just kill them. Like the first beat we start off with was reggaeton, and then we get over here to like these hard melodic like trap like guitar beats. I don't even know how to explain what they are. Like these are just, you guys make some crazy beats. So like I said, I just wanted to make this video to have a part 2 because there were so many submissions, and I felt like it would be cool to do a second part completely random, so no one really knows who's going to get chosen. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these a lot more, so just pay attention on my YouTube. This one was kind of just random because like I said, we had so many that I was like, you know what, let me make another one. It was fun to do. But pay attention to the community tab, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I kind of announce it either on there, but mostly on the community tab of my YouTube channel, and that's where you can find out when I'm doing these. So if you guys did like this video, leave a thumbs up. You can follow me on all social medias at LifeStyleDidIt. Make sure to hit my site, LifeStyleDidIt.com, for everything else. Other than that, subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.